Chance. How are you, brother? How's it going? Seems like the chat is pretty slow. Not sure if you guys are listening because the timer is running. Been here for the past 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and I just got something from chat saying hello, man. Hello back to you. Hope that you're listening still. Yo, Alvaro. What's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, since yesterday, I think. Long time no see. It's been a few hours already. What's up? How's it going? Good to know, good to know. Tell me, what's new with you today? I'm good, I'm good. I just finished eating, so I'm just relaxing right now and watching a few drum videos and answering you guys' question. That's pretty much it until later on that I go to. Alright, cool. Yeah. Gotta relax every now and then, right? I tried the technique from the drums you showed me yesterday with. Nice. And how did it go? Did you record the practice session, by the way? By any chance? It did? Really? Okay, that's fine. Glad that it worked. Awesome, man. I'm glad that it worked. So how did you feel overall? Like, did you notice that you had better hand control? Did you notice that every note was there and there were like on the same, under the same volume? How did it go on that part? Good, man. Awesome. That's really good to know. Glad that it worked for you. You know that the next step is basically warm up at your speed before you cross to the other tempo. Was your speed like 120 or am I wrong? Because I've been getting like so many messages lately that, you know, different people tell me about their current, but I kind of forget because, you know, there are many out there that are trying to work at a certain speed, so I try to answer, you know, some questions based on that. Okay, 120. Good. I remembered. So that's pretty good, man. Next thing to do, as I was saying, just try to raise 5 BPM, go to 125, and yeah, give it a try again. And once you feel that you have that control, move to 130 and so on, you know? So whenever you get to the faster stuff, beyond like 180 or 200, like whenever you get there, you're gonna eventually you will be able to control that with practice only. But try to always raise only 5 BPM. If you handle it, go back to your previous speed and try to work that out. Make sure that you have it consistent, that you play it eyes closed, no sweat, and then, you know, go back up to that speed that you want to go for. And eventually, with the muscle memory and constant practice, you're gonna get that down for sure. Yeah, man. Do that for maybe, I think I did recommend to do it for like 15 seconds, 20 seconds at the most. 30 is like your goal. You know, if you want to stay there for 30 seconds, making sure that it's smooth throughout the whole run, do that. And then, okay, start 15 seconds on the new speed or new tempo. Do that. Same time, same performance, and go from there. Yep. Easy peasy. All right, go ahead, man. Ask away. How long have you been playing drums? I've been playing drums since I was 20-ish, almost 21. So I'm 39 now. So those are almost like, what, 20 years, almost. I did take a little break, but that was for about a few months. Yeah, I wish I, you know, knew more on the instrument that I want it, you know, because like I've been limited by some things every now and then I have to take where I was left off. But yeah, being dealing with drums since that age, yeah, man. Well, I can't really write anything related to percussion or anything that is within that area, like drumming stuff, percussion like congas, bongos, you know, whatever percussion instrument you may bring up. If I don't know about it, I'm just digging into it and try to learn something on it. Uh, nice, yeah. I used to teach music to some young kids at a school, so I worked on percussion for quite some time. And yeah, I was like teaching them to get their timing down, get to know the instruments, know how to play basic patterns or try these and stuff like that. Um, that was like a few years back, so haven't gone too much into percussion since then. So yeah, I wish I could play like the guitar. That would be awesome, so I can compose my own stuff. That's basically like my dream at the moment, so I can do like some instrumental stuff and maybe try to get more ideas for drumming that way. But yeah, haven't started yet, so I don't know. Maybe someday I'll, you know, consider doing that. I can also play merengue a little. Nice, nice, nice. Well, as you know, I did told you that I'm from the Dominican Republic, so that's our main culture here, like merengue, salsa, bachata. Yeah, those are like the main three. But that's nice, man. That's really nice. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty catchy, even though it's like not my taste because I don't know. I was born here, but I was always more familiar with American and European music, you know. So I just listen to the music because it's everywhere. You know, anywhere that you walk, you hear a merengue, salsa, bachata, or what have you. We have also what dembow or reggaeton, which is like a more urban style of music, a little bit similar to rap. It has its variations, but we also have a lot of that here. You know, being in the Caribbean, that's what you normally hear anywhere you go. So yeah, that's what I have around most of the time. So going to concerts and gigs is always like different. But yeah, we at least have a little bit of a scene here, and we, you know, try to do our own thing here in the island. Sure, go ahead, brother. Do you like to play sports? Yep. I'm actually extreme sports guy. I used to play a lot of basketball when I was young until I turned 25. So I was playing basketball in between like drumming. I I was playing like for so many years that I was more into basketball by then than drums. And I also skateboard. I used to BMX as well. Stopped riding like a few months ago. Decided that due to drumming, I had to step away a little bit from anything that would like potentially injure me or something. So yeah, I stopped riding BMX, and then I just stayed with skateboarding. What else? I like to swim. I tried to surf once, but that was like a bunch of years ago. Uh, so maybe consider, I may be considering surfing or trying to do that later on again, if I get the chance. Oh, you're a soccer guy. Cool, cool. Where you from again? I know that you told me, or maybe not, but your name tells me you're like from, or maybe your parents are from like Latin America? Maybe? Chile. You're from Chile, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're from Chile. Oh, you're from Mexico. Okay, well, my bad. Mexico. Nice, nice. Are you living in Mexico at the moment? Or are you living in America, the States, or something like that? Okay. Okay, okay. All right. All right, brother. Go ahead and do that. I'm just like waiting for a few, so I can start packing and getting things ready for the band rehearsal, man. All right, brother. Cheers. Peace. Take care, man. Talk to you later. Nice talking to you, man. Hey Chance, welcome back. What size sticks do you use? I'm using the ProMark Shira Okashi oak sticks. They're the 747s. So they're like a 5A with kind of a little, I would say like a hybrid between 5A and 7A, but not as thin. So yeah, not too thin, not too thick. So it's the 747 series, which it's more recommended for metal, rock. I mean, you can play anything, but pretty much that's how they market it for. But the best thing is the wood. It's oak and it's more durable than hickory, or maple. So yeah, those are the ones that I'm using at the moment. Pretty well balanced sticks, pretty durable, and within the tip, it's an oval tip, the nylon tip. I like to use nylon tips for the ride, so that bright sound can really, get projected in between songs and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm using at the moment. How about you? Which ones are your favorite or your best sticks that you have used so far? Two B. Nice, nice, nice. I was using 5B, ProMarks, forward attack, I think they were. They're downstairs, so I had them there just for practice, like on the pad, to really get some workout. But 2B is, the next thing as far as like weight. But the thicker the stick, the faster you can play, and with more volume because it has more wood, obviously. So that's nice. I did play 2B once a while back, and I never got. Um, so yeah, I assume that that's your preferred stick for quite some time, or did you switch recently, or have you always played 2Bs? Always 2B, even have 2B brushes. Nice. That's cool. That's cool. Well, if that's what's working out for you or has been working for quite some time, switching to other sticks, it's pretty much like switching your whole life to something else. So you always stick with that mixture. Like with Big Firth, I was using Marco Pietrusella's signature, which I actually won at a contest that he was doing a giveaway, and I had only one. One of them was broken, but it was autographed. So yeah, I used his sticks, and they were pretty nice. The only thing is that they were hickory, and when I was playing in Colombia, a friend lent me one of his cymbals, but it was like razor sharp. It was like a splash uh, bent to like a mini china. So I try to not hit the edge, but you know, through songs sometimes you cannot really get that particular swing on the, and it was like on top of a crash, so it was kind of hard to play it like not on the edge, and I ended up like chewing the whole stick and eventually breaking it. Maybe if I like an oak stick, it wouldn't happen like that, or maybe not as quick. But yeah, I'm definitely sticking with oak and with sticks that are, you know, anything like 747s, ProMark sticks, which are the ones that I did, or something that it's a 5B, that it's not as heavy. That's the most that I can do. I mean, that's where I feel most comfortable with, you know. But yeah, you should stick to that eventually because it's working out for you. It's an obvious, you know, thing to do, right? Hola Emily, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo va todo? I'm from the Dominican Republic, bruv. That's in the Caribbean. How about you? Where are you from? America. Nice, nice. What part? Missouri. Nice. Always good to hear from people from different states, man. And how's Missouri down there? Everything cool, chill? A beer. You know, I actually don't drink. um, Never. I mean, I can have a beer. Yes, I can go ahead and do that socially, but I don't regularly drink. But I'll take one. So yeah, I should get one later on. I have band practice, so the guys like to drink. So maybe we can chill for a sec and get a beer. So I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm actually watching some drum videos at the moment. That's why I may be like facing forward. But at the same time, I'm looking at you guys, answering questions and stuff like that. The band's name, it's called Genocide. Um, our music is on Spotify and all the music platforms pretty much. So you just search Genocide, and the album or the EP that we have put out there, it's called Dark Messiah, which is also one of the songs that we uploaded down there. So yeah, we play black and death metal. So dark stuff like, you know, some blast beats here and there, skank beats, a lot of ambient sounds, samples. So yeah, we're about to release a new song, but it's still like in process of releasing it because we're going to do it through video. So if you want to stick around, or if you like our music, or maybe want to check that out, feel free to search for us on YouTube as well. You can go ahead and do that. So yeah, man. Hope that you dig the material. Awesome, man. Thank you for the support, brother. I appreciate that. By the way, are you a musician? Do you play any instruments, or are you just a fan of music? What drum videos I'm watching? I'm watching Ulcerate live. Let me give you a little peek. Watching Jamie's drumming. So yeah, it's just the metal stuff, you know. This guy is nuts, by the way. So yep, that's watching, man. Trying to get some inspiration. This guy, it's out of this fucking world for sure, brother. This guy comes from, it's a funk and jazz background, and he implemented that into like metal drums. And I don't know how this guy learns all this complex like compositions he makes. Like this guy just fucking rips, man. Like you listen to one song and then you listen to another and then you listen to the whole and you're like, okay, how is this guy able to remember every single hit and every single note when they're on tour? It's nuts, man. Like this guy is just, I'm speechless. So yeah, trying to get some inspiration here, man. The music is not as loud, or the TV is not as loud because, you know, copyright and YouTube, like, when they listen to something that it's, copyright, bam. I'm like, oh man. I got that like on 3 of past live sessions, and I'm like, this copyright thing is just crazy, man. But I get it, you know. The owners have to protect their stuff, so it's alright. So that's why it's not as loud, but I'm listening to it like in the background, you know, and watching overall his technique and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at, trying to study, you know, the motion and all that. What is the hardest drum song you know? Like the one that I know I played already, or the one that it's in my head that I'm trying to play on the drums that has been like the hardest to play? Let me know which you want to know about, because I played, well, for me, I played some complex stuff in the past. But yeah, I haven't gotten into very technical things lately, even though I do listen to mostly that genre. But yeah, there were times that I was just like, I'm just gonna give it a shot and see how it goes, and it worked out all right. On that one that you can play. Let me see. Like I do listen to a lot of Nile. Um, so even though like the drum part fast, George does put some things here and there that are pretty damn hard. So permitting the noble death to descend into the world, which is the name of the song from Nile. It's a song that I've been wanting to play for some time, but I'm still satisfied, with my performance on that. So yeah, that's a song that I can play, but I still feel that it's maybe not as close as I want it to be performance-wise, but one that has been stuck in my head for some time, and maybe one day I'll just sit down and give it a go. Um, but yeah, and in the past I played even more complex songs, but they were not as fast. They were more like odd timing, a lot of like um, off time drum patterns, not regular 4/4s. And that was Cerebral Effusion, which is a band from Spain. They're like a brutal death metal band. They have some technical stuff going on as well. So I have a video playing one of their songs. It's Narcissistic uh, Tapomony, something like that, which I recorded like it's on my channel, and it's pure acoustic, like no triggers, no nothing. So it was a studio that I just learned the song, and I sat down and like, what? Let me just press record and see what happens. So yeah, I think that was one of one of the most complex songs that I've learned. Even though I did play some Nile stuff in the past, like this song, The Essential Salts. A few years back, like I was really into the whole technical stuff, trying to get better and better. But nowadays, I'm a little chill, and I have many songs stuck to my head that the level of complex patterns or speed, to me, it's just like, I don't know, if it brings a day, I'll just sit down, press record, and see what happens. And if it went through, or I was able to record it first take, or maybe in a couple of takes, or I don't know, whatever my body feels like, I just call it a day. So yeah, I consider that anything that I play that it's new is hard. Because first of all, I have to learn every single note, every single like a change on the song, like the chorus or the bridge or the mid tempo, double bass, whatever, blast beat part, skank beat, whatever comes up, man. I just try to go with the flow and try not to think too much about it. Hey Olivier, how's it going, brother? Welcome to the chat, man. Thanks for tuning in. What's up? How's everything? You're welcome, brother. Wanted to say hello. Awesome, man. Thank you for jumping. Are you a drummer, a musician, a fan of music, maybe? Um, GJ for your videos, just found it recently. Oh, nice, man. Nice. Glad that you were able to see some videos. Which one did you see? Anything that ring a bell or something that helped you with? Just to know and see if maybe I'm missing something and you guys want me to upload something later on, or you want to ask me a question about it. Always glad to help. My hardest song is West Side Story Medley by Buddy Rich. Whoa, sounds hard already, man. A lot of chops, maybe? How's that song structured? Anything from Buddy Rich, man, it's ridiculous, brother. Yep, I bet, man. I bet. Quite a workout, but for sure it's gonna enhance your chops for sure, man. Have you, well, maybe you have, but this is gonna be like a question of mine, because it came to mind right now. Have you played like gospel? Because you know those guys love chops. So, I mean, those guys are freaking choppers on the kit, man. It's crazy. YouTube suggests me some ankle motion videos, and I thought these singles are tight. Nice, man. Thank you. Thank you. Good to know that you're into the ankle motion. Yeah, I did upload some videos to the channel and some shorts here and there. I've been uploading for a while, so I'm sure that maybe you will find something useful. If not, just ask me and I'll be happy to answer anything for you. I regularly sit on drum kit, but recently I've been more like answering questions that, you know, people have, and not get carried away by only playing or showing off like some playing on the drum kit, because sometimes, you know, it feels like I'm ignoring you guys, but at the same time I don't, because I do answer when I'm playing. But I take a session and I take a moment to answer questions direct and focusing on every like inquiry that anybody should have during the session. So yeah, I think it's more a one-on-one personal type of interaction rather than just go to and jam away or play to a song or what have you. I did that this morning. Had some people come in and they, you know, enjoyed the session, and we went through some ankle motion stuff as well, like how to start and stop the ankle motion, you know, things. So yeah, every now and then I do some sessions about that, like in the morning, sometimes during the nighttime. So yeah, if you want to, feel free to join the channel or shoot me a message about anything in particular when I'm not live. You know, answering that as soon as I can. So yeah, man. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. And I appreciate yours. Thanks, man. No, I don't play any gospel. Okay. All right, fair enough, man. Yeah, when you mentioned, or we went to the subject about chops, all that I think about like right away is like gospel players. I know it's a different world, you know, obviously it's something completely different. Sometimes a little bit too much chops, you know, it gets to a point where you're like, oh, okay, I got it, man. You're like a freaking monster, but that's it. But yeah, I've seen a lot of drummers like go crazy with chops. But I know that jazz, funk has a different structure on chops. So yeah, I don't know if you haven't checked that out, or I'm sure that you have. Maybe practice to something, but I'm not telling you what to do. Just giving a suggestion, I guess. Um, but yeah, crazy chops that they have for sure. Favorite non-metal drummer? Vinny Colaiuta, Benny Greb, Buddy Rich here supporting Chance. And for me, like one of the godfathers of drumming. Who else? Steve Smith, Monster. Let me see, try to think. So many names out there. Don from Lario, man. Rest in peace. He was a tremendous drummer. Let's see. I'm trying to think. So many names. Norman Cerati. He's a Latin drummer. He came here for a clinic a few years back. He was like amazing on the drums. Sonny Emery, that guy is crazy. So many names, man. Hey, Sour Smith, what's up, brother? You have a song. I think you did have one last time, and I disappointed. Wasn't it like the whole Judas Priest? No, I think it was somebody else. I think I told you to send me like the song suggestion through message so I can keep track or write it down and then try to learn based on request, like the song, and then not be ashamed in front of you guys when I start playing it. Because I suck at improvising or playing along songs and if I don't know them. But yeah, go ahead and suggest your song. Martin, yo, what's up, man? On a break at work, just stopping by to see what's good. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Not much, just here relaxing. Had lunch a while ago, resting here, relaxing, watching some drum videos. Watching Neil's crazy drummer and preparing for rehearsals later on with the band. So yeah, man, what's up? How's work? My suggestion is Shedding Skin by Pantera. Love that song. Okay, cool. You can go ahead and just send me a message with that song name so I can keep track on that. I will really appreciate it, brother. That helps me like be organized and, you know, have it written down so I can start listening to the song and then focus on playing that. So yeah, if I don't learn the whole thing, maybe I'll just play a few minutes to it and maybe upload like a short video of it or something. Just please you with that song suggestion, man. So yeah, you can do that. Feel free. Nice. It's going good. Thanks. Think there's any Dark Funeral covers in the future? Oh man. Yeah. I actually did cover some Dark Funeral stuff. I covered I forget names so easily, man. Fuck. I did two songs. I did oh freak, man. Forget names. I did man. I apologize for this, but sometimes I even forget what I cover. And I recorded it, but satisfied with the song, the sound quality, and I deleted it. Hail Murder, man. Covered that song. May cover it and with a better sound, so I'll try to do that later on as well. And the other one was, can't remember the moment, but I did two Dark Funeral songs, so yeah, I'll try to get back to them for sure, man. Thank you for reminding me of that. God for Teacher by Van Halen. Or you should learn the intro to Hot for Teacher. Okay. Alright, cool. If you can send that over, man, I'll make sure that I organize that and, you know, take that into consideration and do that. Bye, Olivier. Thank you for stopping in, man. I appreciate your participating on the chat. Thank you, brother. I'm sure they're filled with blasts. I'll be checking those out tonight. All right, man. Yeah. I have band rehearsal tonight, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to record anything. When I get home, I'll be like tired of carrying cymbals and my double pedals and all that. Like I just get pretty pounded with gear when I come back from rehearsal. But yeah, I'll try to cover some Dark Funeral and, you know, to the channel or the shorts. Hey Marcy, how's it going? Thank you for joining in. How's your day going? Oh, I see. I thought you uploaded those Dark Funeral videos already. I uploaded them to Facebook, not YouTube. So I think it's still on there on Facebook, and we're friends already on Facebook. So if you go through my videos, you should find them. I don't remember deleting them, but the sound is not good. I think I uploaded them to different platforms, and I think it was to Instagram where the sound got even. So I don't think I did upload them to YouTube because of that, but I think it's still on there on Facebook or Instagram. I can't remember because it was a while back. So yeah, if you wanna check that out when you have the time, feel free. I'll see if I can upload here on YouTube, but sound quality, it's not the best. So maybe I'll just like re-record that later on. Yep. Chance, what heads do you use? Last time that I had my acoustic kit, I was using Evans G2s on the toms and Evans hybrid snare head. And for the kick, I was using, I think, was it an EQ3? I think that was the model. Evans EQ3. G1s on the bottom of the toms as well. Same for the snare. That was it. I used Remo pinstripes in the past. I did use some Evans G2 coated heads on toms. That's what I've used like in the past or the last set of heads that I used. So yeah, I just like the sound. The G2 clears are very responsive, loud enough to project well. So yeah, those were the ones that I was using. What about you? What do you normally use for heads? Or what are you using at the moment? Oh, I did use Remo Emperors, by the way, back in the day. Those hats are, I don't know if they're making them, they were hard to find. So yeah, Remo Emperors, no matter if they were clear or coated, awesome hats, man. Very durable, by the way. Remo Black Pinstripe. Wow, that's a classic one. Nice, nice. Nice. Are you using them because of the sound or matching your drums by any chance? Because they have like a really particular look, you know, with the white pinstripe around it and the black. Or you just like the sound overall? The sound and the look. Okay. Yeah, yeah. They're very particular heads, and I think they're also hard to find. But they last like for so long that I think that replacing them is gonna take you years. So yeah, really good heads. I use a Black Max marching head for the snare. Black Max, is that like oh, it's a marching head. No wonder, yeah. Sounded like different than the regular brands out there. I assume that it's made of, is it made of what is that they use? What's the name of that material? Remind me of the name that marching snares use, like on their head. There's like a material that makes them very particular. Just like is it the hybrid snare head that has that same I forgot the name of that component. Nora, I think. Yeah, I think that's the component. Cause those snares, like you can crank that head like so, and it's not gonna break. So yeah, marching snare heads are always like super durable, responsive, and you can crank that head like crazy, man. So, yep, good choice. I like my snare to be really tight. Same here, man. Same here. Once I hear that head pop when you're cranking on the tension, you're like, okay, feels good. And I love it, man. I love it. I always try to leave a little bit of, like, I guess, space for the more acoustic voice of the drum because, like, you know, in metal, you normally use like dry sounds mostly on the snare. So yeah, depending on the shell that I'm playing on, if it's either a metal shell, a wooden shell, or something that is metal related, which I love because it projects more volume and it's more like pingy to a point that you can control that. Not as pingy, but you know, has like that ring to it. I, you know, tighten the head accordingly, and if it has like a really good dry sound, I'm set. But always tight, super tight. Not to the point you're gonna break the logs or anything, but as tight as it can go. Felix Garza, how's it going, brother? How often do you practice the ankle technique, and how long do your sessions last on average? Nowadays, Felix, I'm just practicing for 45 minutes. So for example, if I want to work on the ankle motion, let's say at different speeds, I try to first work on some endurance exercises. Let's say I start at 180 to 190. I do runs for 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe a minute. So yeah, I try to work on different tempos until I reach my maximum BPM like barrier. And then instead of working on speed, I work on endurance. So I play even for longer periods on the higher tempos. Like, let's say if I can hold 210 for 3 minutes, I'll try to go to 215 or 220 for a minute. So I do a lot of endurance exercises, mostly for control and to build stamina, and obviously like train the muscles to make them stronger, so I can play as tight as possible for that amount of time. But yeah, within a 45-minute range, daily practice is where I'm sticking with at the moment, and it has given me good results so far. I try to practice as often as I can, but I feel like I'm hitting a break wall at 230 in 16 notes. Okay. But what is your practice session about? Like, what do you actually practice when you're playing 230? Do you play like a song that is under that BPM range? Do you just do like single strokes, alternating right and left until you get to that point of failure? What's exactly like not working for you? If you can be a little bit more specific with that, I will appreciate that, so I can answer the question more. Let me go ahead and connect my cell phone, guys, because battery is running out. So give me a second here. Come here because the charge port is right below the TV. So let's see. That's a great explanation. I think my problem is that I'm being impatient and I'm just trying to hit my max tempos for 60 seconds. I've just started to pick up stone killer exercises. I think I just feel discouraged because I'm starting all over again at tempos like 160 when I know I played well over 200 BPM for years. Oh man, don't be discouraged. So, what happens when you left off at a certain speed, and let's say that due to time, commitment, or whatever the reason may be of why you were not able to keep practicing and keep that speed going, is because the ankle motion or the ankle technique is a very high maintenance technique, man. Like, it happened to me. I used to play like 250, 260, no problem. But as soon that I start playing and I had to deal with life and all the things that I just mentioned, you drop your speed like drastically. Even though it's a memory thing, like it's really hard to catch up where you left off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because like you go to the gym. Like when you go and you train for like 3 months and you gain some muscle mass, and then let's say you stop going and then you go back, like you know it's not gonna be the same, you know? So the same thing happens with the ankle technique. So since it's a very high maintenance technique, you have to at least dedicate 5 religious minutes to that technique and be so disciplined with it to the point that it's gonna be seamless for you to play your speed again, you know? So my suggestion is that feel discouraged, pick up where you can manage at the moment. Like if you play 160 and you're good at that, and then you jump to 165, 170, and so on and so forth, it's gonna prepare you more to not even get injured when you push to 230, when you know that your body is not like it's not giving you good feedback of how it's reacting. So you have to listen to your body. Don't feel that you're rushed to play that, because the more you push or the more you try to muscle through it, it's gonna be you on the long run. You may pick it up again sooner than later, but listen to your body. Let it breathe. Try to play 160. Do that for like a few seconds, then jump to 175 or 170 or 165, whatever you think that it's more comfortable for you. Do that and go through that ladder. And once you get to 230, I assure you that you will have better control and more like comfort playing that BPM range, because you have to re-educate your body to go back to where it was when you hit that solid 230 BPMs without no sweat. Ultimately, I want to stop relying on my larger muscle groups and straining my hip flexors. Yeah, man, the ankle technique, it's not about the larger muscles. The only muscle that you consider using is your calf muscle. You know, because your hips, your hamstrings, your glutes, and even your hips can support like the double bass pattern up to a certain point. But when you want to go faster, you have to like from the middle of your leg, like, you know, the knee down, like your calves and your ankle, the balls of the toes is what you need most to push for faster tempos. And if you contract your glutes or your hamstrings to have like that steady contraction and just like make the ankles do more of the work, it's okay, but not like, don't try to choke your muscles. Don't try to like kill your muscles. They're gonna pray that you don't continue doing that. So you're the only one that can control that motion or that static movement, or the twitch is a very common mistake that a lot of people do when they don't feel that they can pull a certain speed playing the bass, so they try to really muscle through the whole thing, and that's the worst because it will develop bad habits and it's gonna kill your progress. You're gonna even hurt yourself, you know? So try to be a little bit patient and don't rush, because rushing it's most likely part of the failure side of things. So yeah, just what you do and just relax, man. Sebastián Canepa, La Renga. Hey Sebastián, ¿qué tal, hermano? Bienvenido al chat. Hey Alvaro, welcome back, brother. Perez with a T. Welcome back, man. Understood. Solid explanation, bud. I appreciate the feedback and wisdom. You're welcome, Felix. You're welcome, brother. Yeah, I'm there too, man. So that's what I can recommend. Remember, you enjoy what you do. Drums is something you have to enjoy, and don't frustrate yourself with that, because I don't know if you have been in the situation that maybe you were going through a hard time, or you come from work and you want to relax, but your joy is playing the drums, and that's how you feel like discharged from stress or the pressure in life that you have to go through doing other stuff. You know, like, just sit down, enjoy what you like, and I assure you that's a mental thing and also a physical like reaction to express on the drum kit. If you start being positive and not getting overwhelmed by not being able to do that you did in the past, because remember, we have to constantly build some muscle memory and keep this alive. Go with that mindset, sit down, do what you can, and as long as you sit down and you do something about it, you're in good hands, man. And you're gonna get good results that way, I assure you that. Hey Matthews, nice. Thanks for watching, man. I'm from the Dominican Republic, here in the Caribbean, so I don't fala Portuguese. But yeah, welcome to the chat, man. I appreciate your participation here. Are you a musician by any chance? Do you play any instruments, or are you a fan of music? Let me know, Matthews. You're welcome, man. Oh, you play the acoustic guitar. Do you play... I was talking to a girl like a few hours back, and she told me about... What's that genre that you guys play over there? Remind me, it's besides samba. There's a genre that uses a lot of acoustic guitar stuff. She had like a 7-string nylon guitar, but I can't remember the name of that. First time that I've heard it, actually. I'm a drummer. I play the drums. Not sure if you saw some videos from the channel or any suggestions. But yeah, I play the drums, man, and some percussion now and then. Yeah, Sam for sure is nice. That's one of the voices of Brazil, man. Seems going to rain today. It's cloudy and some thunderstorms going on. I like fingerstyle. Fingerstyle is like what? Flamenco type of playing, like in Spain, maybe? Alvaro, if you learn another instrument, what will you pick? The guitar, brother. The guitar. Obviously, I would love to learn electric guitar right away, but I know you have to build a foundation with an electric guitar. But I would enjoy that. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Looking forward to learn guitar someday. I don't know. So that way, maybe when I'm older, I can write my own stuff and like create an instrumental project, which is also something that I want to do at some point. So yeah. How about you? Do you have any other instrument that you would like to learn? You don't know. Okay, that's fine. No worries. What do you like to do on your free time? Well, lately I only go to the park and skateboard, pretty much. Besides drumming, of course. So yeah, that's the only thing that I've been doing for a while. I did have a break from boarding. I was like focusing more on drums, as I said in the past. I think I had this conversation with you guys. But yeah, I took the board back, and yeah, I'm skating every now and then. It's raining a lot too, so I don't get to skate as much. But other than that, I've been really comfortable home. Yeah, thunderstorms. As you can see, it rains a lot here. Um, so yeah, free time. That's it for me at the moment. That's cool, man. Um, no, I'm actually in the Dominican Republic. I wish I was in California, bro. That's one of the places that I want to visit because it has everything that I like, music-wise, sport-wise. You know, it has a lot of stuff that I'm interested in. California is like one of the main places that, you know, where the drums are built, and the sports like skate, BMX, and stuff like that are pretty common. So yeah, would love to visit California one day, man, for sure. Bad. I mean, lately there's a crazy humidity going on. Like it's nuts, man. Really crazy. And here, like one day it's super hot, and then after a few hours it's like really like humid and rains, and then all that like heat from like the streets oils into your body. It's fucking nuts, man. So yeah, living in the Caribbean is really crazy. Like weather-wise, super uncomfortable, man. Oof, Cali is a cool place to visit, but goddamn, it's expensive out there. Yeah, yeah, that's for sure, man. California is extremely expensive. I've heard a lot of people that they're trying to move out or try to leave outside like the main city. I don't know if like San Francisco, the Bay Area, or I don't know what other part of the country may be a little bit cheaper, but still expensive anyway. So I think you have to move to those like woods, I don't know, way far to live like in a little match house, I guess, you know. So yeah, I've heard California, it's pretty damn expensive, brother. Yeah. That sounds like where I'm at too. Where are you at, Felix? Where do you live at? Here, humidity is like so high and so uncomfortable, man, that it's nuts. That's what I don't like about the Caribbean, bro. Humidity is a pain in the ass. Oh, Texas. Well, yeah, man. I have a few friends down there. They live in Austin, Houston, San Antonio. And I know that the heat that you guys get there is pretty like dry. It's not so humid. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I know that it gets really hot over there as well. Is out hot in Texas? Is it hot in Texas? Yeah, Alvaro. I've heard some people that I know that I just mentioned that they live over there, and yeah, it's super hot. The only difference is that it's not as humid, but it's pretty. Yeah, it's getting hotter and hotter as time passes by, man. So global warming, sorry, is pretty crazy nowadays. Right, started raining. Hello there. Give me 1 minute, guys. Let me go ahead and check something real quick. Did you guys hear that? There's a lot of thunderstorms today. Yep, I play in all three of those cities too. I probably might know some of the guys you talked to. I'm glad to see Mike Caputo from Houston is starting to get his name out there. Yeah, man, Caputo is crazy. He was playing with Job for a Cowboy and some other bands. So yeah, he's really getting some recognition. Awesome drummer, man. I heard that in 2030 they're going to make everything electric. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, but probably it will be like that. That's an estimation, I guess. So yeah. Yep. Things are moving fast, man. So a few years from now, everything will be electric. Which means everything will be more expensive for sure. But yeah, let's see what happens. So yeah, Felix, yeah, maybe you ran into those people, because I know the scene is pretty big there in Texas, by the way. One of the biggest ones so far, I've heard. But the guys I'm talking about, they live here in the Dominican Republic, and then they went out there and got married and settled over there. So yeah, maybe not. They go to concerts every now and then, but I'm not sure how much they know the scene. I don't know if you have heard about Yohandy Ureña. He's in Houston or Dallas. I think he's in Dallas right now. He's a really good drummer and also is a producer, sounding engineer as well. So he has like dreads. He uses eyeglasses. Little tan, not too white, not too. Yeah. He's like in different scenes, but he's mostly a little bit outside the metal scene nowadays. But he was a metal drummer here, and he also did some music with other musicians. That name sounds. Yeah, Yohandy is one of the guys that are trying to stand up over there with some music. So yeah, maybe you have heard about him. Yep. Lloyd Garn. Hey man, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining. Hello, I'm a friend. I am French, and I would like to know if you watched the ceremony of the Olympic Games. Of course, man. Gojira. They made history in the metal community, man. So of course, we all saw that. Let's see. Games and those who thought about it. If you don't mind. Felix, that sounds about right about the scene. There's been quite a few people that started out in the metal scene and then something entirely different. I was respect grind either. I guess you said you respect the grind either way. Yeah, man. Sometimes they do it for. One second. So as I was saying, yeah, sometimes they do it because, you know, money is tight and maybe they want to based on like what they do, like or the work that they provide, you know. So besides that, if they like to try something out, I don't because you know metal is really limited up to a certain point where maybe you're searching for something different and then you go a different route. And it's understandable, you know, everybody has their own preference and choice like that, so yeah, I don't blame them. Um, Lloyd, sorry to not understand French. I'm not French. I can only understand English and Spanish. So I'm not sure if you're translating the same thing that you just said in English to French. Felix, I wish I could play for a living and have to worry about the next. Yeah, man, I feel you. Yeah, unfortunately, that's possible, but nowadays, there are so many good guys out there. There's so many opportunities that not everybody gets. You have to know people, definitely. Just like anywhere you go, if you have relationships with people that are in or are in that field, you're gonna get better chances of trying to live of what you like or your hobby or convert it into a career. But yeah, here where I live, that's like not possible at all, at least for metal. We even have a different culture. Everybody's like ignorant, most likely because of beliefs and all that. But yeah, man. Some people even move to different searching for that opportunity. Some are able to succeed, some unfortunately don't, and then they're back to where they were. What I've been doing is just like doing what I like, spread the word, and just get things out there. And I don't know, hopefully someday I'll climb up a ladder and be closer to what I would like to do with music or drums. But yeah, man, it's hard. Unfortunately, you have to rely to the regular 9 to 5 to get that paycheck, or at some point try to save and then invest and try to live a life of not going to an office and try to be your own boss, I guess. Sorry. So yeah, we are all trying to away, even more with the things that we like. It's hard, brother. It's hard for sure. Yes, sorry, I didn't put the translator in. I said we have the impression of having been ridiculed in front of the whole world. Why? Because Gojira played? Or what? I mean, there's always gonna be a comment, a critic, or some type of fingers pointing at things that are not as common. So either like it or not, a lot of people are supporting what Gojira did in the Olympics, So I think it's a big step up for the metal community. I don't think you guys are being like bullied or anything. At least I haven't seen that so far. Has anybody ever told you to play the drums somewhere for money? Alvaro, in my case, yeah. I mean, I've gotten some gigs here and there where I got paid. I have been paid for less. I have been paid to play tribute bands. So yeah, money comes in every now and then, and yeah, it's welcome. I don't expect it to be like a big amount, but so far it has been decent. But yeah, if I get the chance to at least get an income doing whatever, it would be nice, to have that spare money and use it for something else, or maybe invest on drumming as well. So yeah, I'm not too crazy about the whole thing. I just try to do what I do, brother. Yeah, people are making a huge deal of the opening performance. Yeah, man, I think that people are always gonna talk and are always gonna give their opinion. I mean, that's why we have a world, right? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But for me, huge step in the metal community. I mean, Gojira, besides being a really amazing, powerful, and super energetic, they made history. I mean, not even the bigger bands were able to do that. So how they did it, who got them in there, who knows? But they made it. They played, in front of everybody around the world. That's big. That's huge. That's beyond even the status of Metallica, man. Not to disrespect your journey, but like to do that only one time and be recognized worldwide, that's a lot, you know. The only I did not like about the Olympics was he mocked Jesus. Yeah, man. Again, nowadays, to be honest, the best religion is the human being. Now, when you go to the religion side and you try to be like a fanatic about the whole thing, even disrespecting others, I think some people get what they deserve in exchange. It's a good thing, but you know, I guess it's because of the world that we live in today, man. You know, a lot of people just don't believe in certain things that are religious or related to God. So everybody, unfortunately, do what they want to do or however they feel. So yeah, it's sad. I respect everybody that's into that and they are faithful with the whole, you know, religious part. Have nothing else but respect. But sometimes some people give it a bad name or give it a bad look. Yeah, I don't know. It's complicated. Felix, I don't think Gojira did anything fucked up. I've seen more backlash on the drag show than anything else. I personally don't care either way. Gojira was sick, thought. Yeah, I mean, obviously, maybe they said that they were super nervous, but they just went with it and made history, man. So I think if we're satisfied with that and the people liked it, at least the ones that were into that, you know, are good. Alvaro, yeah, do you believe in Jesus? I actually do, man. On real events, I can say that I'm a believer, but I'm not a fan of religion propaganda or religious people just trying to like force you into that. So that's why respect comes first, and then exchanging experiences comes afterwards, and not trying to make me be something that I don't feel like becoming. I think the relationship with God or believe in or your own beliefs are sacred, should be personal, you know? So I don't like to talk about the subject because it brings out a lot of different perspectives. It's not that I care, but I prefer to leave that as a personal opinion and leave it at that, you know? Even though I may play music that has like non-religious lyrics, I don't focus on that. I focus more on the drumming side of things. I really don't care what you want to put out there or if you identify me as a person that supports that. I just support drumming, and I just like fast, aggressive drumming that brings the adrenaline in my soul. So that's what I think about that. Alright, bud, it was a pleasure chatting with you. I gotta get back to my shift. I'll catch you on the next one. Alright, Felix, thank you for joining. I appreciate your participation. So yeah, man, have a nice shift, and I'll talk to you on the next one, man. Cheers. That's true. Nobody can make you believe in something that you don't want to. Jesus is the way. Yeah, man. Then again, you know, that's a subject that I'm limited to talk about because, you know, I respect everybody's comfort zone, and, you know, the main channel is to focus on drumming and anything related to drumming. So anything that is religious or wise, I try not to bring that up because I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. So I may speak with somebody alone or personally about those subjects. But yeah, for the sake of the channel, I'm just everybody with the drumming experience. It's alright, but my job is to teach people the word of God, but it's okay, thought I won't say anything anymore. No, it's okay. I mean, I can't what to do. You have your free will to either stay or, be around what I'm doing because I'm just helping out a community. But yeah, if you feel the job and I know that you guys have that mission, do it, man. Like, don't let me stop you. I would like just to point out that, don't stop doing what you're doing. Sometimes, others might feel that we are subject, and then they might feel that this is not really what I'm trying to put out there as a message. So, it's better to be in harmony with everybody and respect everybody's beliefs, no matter how much you do or do not believe in God. I think that's a separate, subject that should be taken into consideration in a different moment. But yeah, man, do what you have to do. Don't worry about it. People go against that because people are confused. Yeah, I mean, life is confusing overall. So the thing is that, I guess in that may represent something, either give it a bad name or just make somebody else fade or whatever they want to try to accomplish with that. But yeah, man, just for the sake of the, we're gonna just keep talking about drumming, just regular topics that don't involve like really, I would say, delicate subjects, because I don't want to feel that I'm bringing something to the table. No disrespect whatsoever, of course. Oh, it's 5:13 already. All right, so Alvaro, I don't know if you heard, but I have to get ready because rehearsal is at 7. It's 5:13 right now, and I have to go downstairs, prepare my whole, my gear, my cymbals, the chair, double pedals, and all that. So wait for a little bit, and then maybe later on during nighttime, I'm gonna try to hop into the session, try to keep, answering questions. So yeah, man, thank you for your participation. You have been very faithful to the chat and to all the things that we have been talking about. For anybody else that is watching, I'll see you guys later. It's gonna be like during nighttime, so I know that the time zone is different for some people here. So yeah, I'll be back with other content or other questions to answer later on. Cheers. I hope everybody has a good one. What time? It's gonna be 9-ish, maybe 10. It's gonna be a little bit late. So I'm just tuning in and see if anybody is on, because I know some people go to bed early because they have to work the next day. But yeah, 9-ish, 10 p.m. Is it Pacific Standard Time? I always get confused with the whole time zone thing. Yeah, man. I'll hop in later on and keep talking about, some drum stuff. Till then, cheers, man. Have a good one. Take care. Yeah, man. I'll talk to you later on if you get the chance into the chat. All right? All right, brother. Take care. Cheers.